not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? It's like Jesus points out this tension. And this tension is there in many of our relationships. Jesus points out this unfinished circle. Like the experience has not been completed. Something is missing. It is an incomplete transaction, and there's a tension in the air because of this incompletion. And he looks at the man and says, rise and go. Your faith has made you well. Now, in all honesty, my typical guttural response to this passage, whenever I read it and I read it fresh for the first time, my normal instinctive reaction is to think to myself, why were the 9 so stinking ungrateful? What is your guys' deal? Jesus just gave you your life back. It was a miracle, and he gave you your life back and your family and your job and your future, your church. All 10 of you got healed and only one guy came back? That's my initial guttural reaction, is how could these other 9 just so callously walk away? But here's what I've been thinking this weekend, and I'll pose this to you, and maybe hopefully you can see it, is here's what I'm thinking. We wouldn't be reading this passage as a passage about gratitude or ingratitude if the one guy hadn't come back. If all 10 had just taken off, we wouldn't even be thinking about this as a passage of gratitude or ingratitude. Because there's all sorts of stories in the Bible where Jesus heals people, and they never come back. And Jesus never says, why aren't you grateful? Jesus does it all the time, where he says, hey, rise and take up your bed and go home. And we never see any of them return. The 9 did what I would have done. And it's almost like you can't even blame the 9. These guys haven't been embraced by their family probably in decades. They want to get their lives back in their job and be with their church. Almost like you can't even blame them. Guys, I would speculate, this is just me speculating, but if we were able to catch up to those 9 former lepers after they were healed, but before they got to the priest, if somehow we had a time machine and we were able to drop right in there, the guys had their dog pile, their realization, they're running towards the priest, and somehow, boom, there we were, and we stopped them and we said, hey, you jerks, you 9 ingrates, aren't you guys grateful that Jesus healed you? What do you think they would say? Yes, of course we're grateful. We can't wait to go tell our families and tell the priest, and we're going to go to church, and we're going to tell everyone the rest of our lives. My heart is overflowing. My thoughts are overflowing with gratitude. Meanwhile, there's Jesus, and he's saying, weren't there 10? What happened to the other 9? And these guys are grateful, and they're so excited, and they're going to tell everybody else. But they have no idea. They have created an unfinished circle. The loop is not complete. There is an incomplete experience here. What happened with these guys? The same thing happens with us. Here it is. They felt it. We know that they felt it. They just didn't express it.